Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to one and all. Today, the 3rd of July 2020, the next previous lecture I explained to you the first three paragraphs of lesson 1.2, a synopsis, the Swiss family Robinson. Now we are moving on to the fourth paragraph where we start off with the story of the Swiss family Robinson. William, Elizabeth and their children had been traveling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. William, man, Elizabeth, wife and their children. That means all these children, they were traveling in a ship. When they were caught in a storm means they were traveling or they were voyaging on the sea and the storm was there and they were in their ship at that particular time of the storm. The other passengers evacuated without them. Evacuated means left the ship to save themselves from the storm. William and his family, including the young children, Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Franks, were left to survive alone. That means the father's name is William, the mother's name is Elizabeth, and the four children, their names are Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Franks, are the six people who are surviving alone on the ship. They weathered the great storm waiting in the ship. Weathered means they were ready to control themselves, save themselves at the great storm struck the ship. Ship's hold. Hold is a place in a ship which is there to keep your luggage. Cargo means all the luggage. Hold here. Here means according to the lesson. Hold has other meanings also, not that no. Out here, that the word here is given. The word here, hold in this particular lesson means space in a ship where cargo is kept, where your luggages are kept. The ship survived that night and the family found themselves within the sight of a tropical desert island. Desert here doesn't mean that it is an arid land or a dry land, but here it means a land where there is no life, where you won't find any human beings living on that island. So they survived the ship storm and then they found themselves near an island which was deserted of life. That is why it is known as a tropical desert island. Empty island, vacant island, no life on the island. The next morning, they decided to get to the island they could see beyond the reef. Reef, again the word is there. Reef means rocks and sand either close to the surface of the sea. That means your sea shore, your beach region where you see rocks out there, where you see boulders out there, where you see sand out there, where you see rubble out there, where you see shells out there. So that is the particular region where reefs are there, and these people were there in that case. With much effort, they constructed a vessel out of tub. Vessel, again giving you the meaning of vessel, again the word vessel here, it means a smaller boat. Vessel here in this particular lesson, in this particular line, it has the meaning of boat. So remember, one word has many meaning, many words have one meaning. So you better be very careful where you use the word when and what is the meaning. If you change the meaning, remember when meaning changes, you get directly zero. English has different meaning, science will give you different meaning, maths may give you another meaning, and history, geography will give you some other meaning. So better be very careful when by using the words, you must use words of meaning that you know, rather than going for words which you just take it for granted and you don't know the meaning of. So please be very careful. What is written is not spoken, and what is spoken is not written. This is what English is. You have to remember, spoken English is totally different from written English, and written English is much more different than spoken English. It goes with all the languages. With much effort, they constructed a vessel out of tub. After they filled the tub with food and ammunition, food obviously all the daily requirements for eating, ammunition all the utensils, all the requirements of defense in that way, and all the other articles of value they could safely carry, They rowed towards the island. Rowed means using oars, O-A-R-S, oars. While you row a boat, the oars are working for it, making the boat to move forward and backward in that case. Two dogs from the ship named Turk and Juno swam beside them. If you see your page number 7, you can see the people, Robinson and his family. They have oars in their hand and their children are rowing their tub boat or built up boat with tubs out there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tubs, and there are all of them using the tub for working it out towards the island. They are floating themselves, rowing themselves towards the island, and you can see 2 dogs also in the picture. The name of the dogs are Turk and Juno. The ship's cargo of livestock, obviously livestock, you can see different types of things also inside there are boxes out there, there are sachets out there, there are wooden boxes that have the requirements of their food, of their grocery, of their provisions in that case. Guns and powder. Gunpowder obviously to defend themselves. They are going to a deserted island, empty island, vacant island, no life on island, therefore they have to use some sort of ammunitions also. Carpentry tools, you have your chisel, your hammer, your file, your shovel, your spades, all these are your carpentry tools. Books, obviously they are educated people, so they will have books with them. A disassembled pinnace. Pinnace means boat, which are small boats attached to the main boat, and they are taking that particular boat. And provisions, all the required grocery. Have you know your provisions? Grocery, that means all the day-to-day needs for eating and living together. Had to survive in that way. Over the next few days, William, father, attached the floatable old kegs to one another and built a boat. The spelling of boat out there, if you have an old version, it is incorrect out there. It is given out there B-O-W, which is known as bow, but it is, the actual word is boat, B-O-A-T, boat. If you have the old version book in that case. That curved around them, the family had landed successfully on the island. They set up a tent and softened the floor with armloads of grass they had cut and spread to serve as their bed. That means now the family has reached the island and they have all together, they are building up their old kegs out there, floating out there. They have reached the tent, they are making tents out there. Tents are house made of cloth, tarpaulin in that case, T-A-R-P-A-U-L-I-N, tarpaulin. And they make tents out there. Obviously the bed is rather hard, so making the bed soft, they go and cut grass from that island and spread it all over the land or the tent area, and the bed becomes soft for them. They came to a grove of trees. Grove means a bush of trees or a mangrove of trees in that way. One tree looked like gourds on it. Gourds, vegetable. Gourds, you have your bottle gourd, you have your sweet gourd, you have your bitter gourd, and you have your snake gourd. There are 4 types of gourds out there which we all eat. The bitter gourd is known as Karela in Hindi. Your sweet gourd is known as your Lauki in Hindi. Then you have your snake gourd, same way. You have a bottle gourd, it has the same thing. The father told Fritz, the eldest son, Fritz. William is the name of the father, the eldest son is Fritz, the younger one is Ernest, third one is Jack, and the youngest is Franks. The father is William and mother is Elizabeth. The father told Fritz the gourds would make excellent bowls and spoons. They cut them into various utensils. So here I end my lecture again. So we finish off with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs till now. First, in my previous lecture, I had done 3 of the paragraphs of the lesson 1.2, a synopsis, the Swiss Family Robinson, And again today I finished with two large paragraphs in that way. So just mark it out there. We reached out to page number 7, 3 lines on the top. Just mark it out there with your pencil. Remember, whatever you write in your textbook, you must write with pencil only. Please do not use a ball pen or a pen or a sketch pen or any type of writing material except your common lead graphite pencil. If you have any doubts, you're most welcome to ask me. Remember, for any meanings, please refer to the net, and that is the place where you'll get the answer. And apart from that, if yet you do not understand anything, you're most welcome to ask me. You can call me, you can chat with me. I am always ready 24/7. Remember, what you write is always different from what you speak, and what you speak is much more different from what you write. So remember to subscribe to the channel, like the lecture, and share your videos with all your friends of not only Hera schools but of all other schools also, so that we can help everyone of class 10 of various schools in such a manner. Hera is always ready. Rights Hera teachers are always ready to help all the schools of Bhiwandi or of Maharashtra all over the world who are in with SSC board pattern. We are ready to give everything, so just subscribe, like and share the videos of Hera School of every subject. Thank you. Jazakallah.